Hi, friends. Glenda Mollett here. Welcome to my craft room on this Monday morning, November the 11th, as we celebrate all of our friends and family who served and all served and are serving. I shouldn't just say served because some of my friends are still serving. So I'm just heading over to Facebook here, make sure I'm live. And I want to share this now. It's not showing it to me. It says I'm live. This is just, how bizarre is Facebook? They're making it difficult today. Knock on wood. I guess it's been easy for so long. There we are. I just want to share it into my VIP group so everybody can enjoy it. There we go. All right. So, hello, and how is everybody this morning? I know it's bright and early on a holiday. Sorry, itchy nose. I'm not quite finished my coffee yet, so I'm working on that in my Disney World mug from 2005. Good morning, Jackie. So I did get a note from StreamYard that it is not able to show names. So I watch in two places. So if you comment only on YouTube, I may not be able to see your name, but if you're commenting on Facebook, then I get to see your name. Hi, Wendy. I don't know why things have to be so difficult all the time, but it's technology. Oops, just remembered my socks are sitting. I don't need to see my socks. I haven't had time to put them on yet. So welcome this morning. I have a really pretty card for you. We are going to northern BC to visit the Northern family for Christmas. And our granddaughter, who is 4, has decided that her and I and Mummy are going to do a coffee date while we're up there. So I'm making a card today to send to her to say, let's go for that coffee date in her colors. And then if we have time, I want to try and see if I can make one sort of like a camo card for the grandson, because I don't send a card to one without sending a card to the other one. And I haven't got the stuff out, but if we have time, I'm going to grab some brown and some green, and we'll see if we can make a camo background, and then I'll finish the card off later. So I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I am going to flip you around and we're going to get started on this card. So happy coffee. There we are. So here's the card we're going to make. So we call our granddaughter Miss Maggie. She is a very girly girl. She loves all things pink and purple, and she wears a dress 99.9% of the time. In the summer, she just wears dresses, and the frillier they are, the better she likes them. And in the winter, she wears dresses with pants underneath because, why not? So I thought, well, I'm going to make her a pink and purple card. So it's got a really cool background in there. And I'm going to show you how to create that background. And then we're going to make a pink and purple hot cocoa date card for her. And there's the inside and the envelope. And I'm going to show you how I stamped that cup and still had the whipped cream over top of it. Otterly Amazing Class closed for registration yesterday, but I might know somebody. If you are still interested in taking Otterly Amazing and you forgot to register, get a hold of me right now and I will add you to the list, because later today I start to prep for the class. Simply Zinnia, you have 5 more days. November the 15th is the closing date for the club or for the monthly tutorial subscription and the class. All right, that's enough of me nattering. Now I'm trying my glass mat out, and I'm not putting my extra lights on. I'm just going to have my overhead light, and then you see I put this over top of where that is. So let me know if you think the lighting is too dark. I thought maybe with the glass mat, I wouldn't need to have extra lighting, but we'll see. I'm just grabbing my dimensionals and stuff because, of course, I forgot to get it. And we're going to do the Share It Saturday draw for November the 2nd as well today. Okay, yay, let's get busy. So I am going to be using Petunia Pop, Highland Heather, and Memento ink. And I'll be coloring everything in Petunia Pop, Highland Heather, and bronze because she likes chocolate donuts the best. And then I have a water painter and the black marker, a couple of blending brushes, Wink of Stella, of course. Looks good to you, Jackie? Thank you, and hello. And the More Than Autumn bundle, stamp set and dies. Now, I know we've had a few coffee themed bundles in the past, and any one of them will work for this. This is the first one I've gotten because I don't drink coffee. What you saw there was actually French vanilla international coffee. I don't drink coffee. And I'm going to finish it off with some glossy dots because pink and purple. So why not? Okay. Let's get started. So I am going to be using thick basic white for the card base. It's the usual 8.5 by 5.5 size. Then I have a piece of basic white for the inside that's 5.25 by 4. Piece of Highland Heather that's 5.25 by 4 for the first layer on the front. And then I have a piece of basic white that's going to layer on that. That is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. And then the piece that I'm going to color is going to layer on top of that. And that one is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Then I have 2.25 by 5-ish for the stamping of all the bits. A piece of black that has adhesive sheet on the back of it to do the hot cocoa words. And a bow I made out of the black and vanilla checked ribbon. So what I did was I made this bow, but I cut the ribbon in half because I didn't want it quite so wide. So then I had the half cut ribbon to make the second one. Hello, Sherry Lynn. Oh, I love those colors too. Thank you. Your fave was International Cinnamon. Oh, yeah, I drink the sugar-free Maxwell House International French Vanilla, and they don't have it in Canada anymore. I used to get it out of Amazon, and it just came every few weeks, and I didn't have to think about it. Well, they don't sell it anymore, so now I'm on the look. I have a friend that was supposed to be going to the States next week, and she's not going now, so I guess the next time I will be able to look will be in March when I head down to Raleigh. So I may have a really heavy second suitcase coming home with me because I have 2 free bags on WestJet. So I think I'm going to make use of the second one. I don't know. We'll see. How much coffee can one person bring back? Okay, I'm just grabbing some stamping paper here because we're going to make the background. And I'm going to grab some paper towel. Love the coffee, make coconut cream, but you can only get it in the US too. Oh yeah, of course. I don't understand why these things have to change. Okay, so first of all, I am going to get Highland Heather and my blending brush. Now I am using the big ones today, and I know I say I usually like to use the little ones, but we have a lot of area to cover, so I wanted to use the big ones because it just goes faster. And I'm just going to, on a diagonal, add Highland Heather to one corner. And this card is cool because you can do whatever color you want and as big or as little as you want. And you could add 3 colors too if you wanted. And then just go as light or as dark as you want. And if it has blotches on it, don't worry about it because that will just add to the texture of the background. Now, I think I did ink my ink pad after I did my original card because I was running out of ink on there. Some days, you grab an ink pad and every one you grab needs to have color added to it. So then I spend my day re-inking my ink pads. Okay, I just want to get a little bit more down in this bottom corner, make it a little bit darker right there. Good morning, Kathy. Okay, so I've decided in December, I am going to be switching to 10 o'clock instead of 9:30. And that will start on December the 2nd. Okay, now I have Petunia Pop. So I'm going to turn the paper because I don't want to add color over top of that purple. You could flip the paper over or use a different color paper because if you reactivate that purple, that's going to pull purple into your pink. And I don't want that. I just want this to be pink. So this is Petunia Pop. And I'm going to move it down here. And we're going to add some pink to the other half of this card. So hopefully by changing it to 10 o'clock, more of you will be up and at 'em in the morning, and I might be a little bit more coherent as well. Oh my gosh, some days it's a struggle just to open my mouth and talk. Especially if hubby gets up first thing in the morning and heads off to the Heritage Society, and there's nobody here to talk to. And then when I have to talk to somebody, I have this croaking voice because I haven't woken up yet. Okay, so there we go. I have a little bit of a light line right in the middle there, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to add a little bit of pink right down there. Right down there. Okay, there we go. Now I could play with this more and more if I wanted, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it. Now, oops. Well, first of all, let's get rid of the ink that's on my thumb. Okay. Now, I did see a card by Tammy Wilson that inspired my card. I like her cards. They're cool. So the more aggressive you are flicking water onto your background, the bigger your blotches are going to be. So you can see I've got some really big ones, and then I've got lots of little tiny ones as well. So it all depends on how big you want your blotches. Now I'm going to move that out of my way because I don't want to get water all over it. Good morning, Kathy. Oh, okay. So on YouTube, I can see the names. It's just Facebook. I can't see the names, of course. So I'm going to get water. Oops. I'm going to get water on the tip of my aqua painter, water brush, or whatever you call it. And I'm going to start with some rather aggressive medium velocity blotches. And you can see that already it's starting to look cool. You see the blotches starting to happen. And then I'm going to go in with really aggressive and try and get some really big. Now you want to make sure you got lots of water on your brush for this one. And then if you don't get big enough, then you can go in there with your water, get it nice and juicy, and just put, no, didn't get it juicy enough. Hang on, there we go. And get bigger blotches. You see how big those blotches are? And I'm squeezing my aqua painter as I go down, and that is going to give me the bigger blotches. And if it's not big enough, just add more water to it. There we go. Now I'm thinking I'm going to put some lighter ones on, some smaller ones. So I took most of the water off of my brush again because I want just the small velocity, lower velocity blobs on there. And then you can play with this. And when it dries, if you think it doesn't have enough, then add some more water. Or if it's got too much, you could add ink back onto it again. So I'm just going to take my paper towel, go over top and blot. Now, you don't have to do this at home. I do it on camera because then it dries faster. Or you could take your heat gun and dry it. So I did this first so that while I'm doing all the other stuff, maybe it will dry enough. Words are hard, Kathy. I agree. Sometimes, some days it's tough to get words out. All right. So I'm going to stick that off to the side and let it dry while we do some stamping. So I have to stamp. I need to stamp 3 gingerbread men, a donut, a cup, and the whipped cream. So I'm going to put my pink and purple off to the side, get out my memento. Now, who's changed their memento ink pad over to the foam ones? Has anybody done that? Tell me, do you like it better than the fabric one, the original memento pad? Okay, so that's the cup, that, and I need, let's put the whipped cream on first, because then I can put the, and I forgot, I need I was going to say a candle. This can be a candle. I need the straw as well. Holly says, I haven't, it's much better. I agree, Holly. I totally agree. It's so much better. And then I need 3 gingerbread men. There we go. So that I have to die cut. And then on the inside, I'm going to do the donut. Okay, let me find my inside piece and my envelope. Okay, so for the inside piece, I'm going to do the donut first. Jackie says she has, and it's so much better. Eddie says yes, and she loves it. Okay, so now I'm going to I've made a mask. So this is our masking paper, and I stamped it and hand cut it out because I want to put the gingerbread men in behind the donut. So now this just fits over top like that. Now you can use Post-it note paper for this if you want. However, our masking paper is thinner, so you don't get, you know how when you use Post-it notes, you get that white area around it because the Post-it notes are so thick. This, you don't do that. So I'm going to put one up there, and I press extra hard as well, just because then it helps get that stamped image right up to the edge of your donut. And I added an extra one because I can. And then when you pull this off, you see your gingerbread men are in behind your donut. Does that look fun? Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing on my envelope, only I'm going to use the cup. So the first thing I want to do is I've got the stamp upside down so I can lay it on here and figure out approximately where I want to put my whipped cream. So right about there for the bottom of the whipped cream. And I'm going to stamp the whipped cream first. Like that. And then I have I have a mask from the whipped cream, but I didn't have to fussy cut the top of it because I'm not worried about the top. It's the bottom that I cut off. And that's the part that I need for the cup. So now I've got my masking paper on there, and I'm going to stamp my cup. And now the whipped cream is going to be over top of the edge of the cup. I know it should be on the inside, reality, but it looks much better this way. So then when you take that off, see you have your whipped cream over top of the edge of your cup. And then I keep these in here. So I've got a little bit of repositionable tape there that I put them over top of, because when you use these, they will lose their sticky to stick to this. So that just saves them from falling off. And then when I need my masks, they're right inside my stamp set. Okay, so that's the inside and the envelope done. Now I'm going to move that, put this away before I get it everywhere. So did everybody have a good weekend? Friday and Saturday, I was in a Stamping Up Leaders Conference for 2 days. And a couple of friends and I decided that we were going, because it was online, it wasn't in person, we decided that we were going to Zoom together while the conference was on so that we could chit chat. And it was really nice. It was lovely to have somebody to share that with, because, it's never the same virtually as it is in person. You miss that whole personal, there we go, had it upside down. You miss the whole personal connection thing when you're virtual. Oh, and I should show you. Do you want to see what gift they gave us? So there were gifts for everybody, and then there was door prizes for some. And I was lucky enough to get the gift that everybody got and to win a door prize as well. Now I can't tell you what that is because it's a kit that's coming in December. And there's no use me telling you about it now. I will, once they announce the kits and we get pictures to share, then I will let you know which one it is. But it's something that we all use. Okay, now I just need my gingerbread person. We'll die cut these all out. And then I'll show you my Kindle, because, oh my gosh, it's got the Stampin' Up! Logo on the back of it. I'm so excited. Just let it run those through the machine. And I usually do my die cutting before I do my coloring. That way, if the die moves while I'm die cutting it, I haven't wasted all that time. Coloring first. Okay, there's that. And put that over there. And the donut. Our granddaughter. Oh, I didn't tell you who this card is going for. So we're going up to Northern BC for Christmas with the Northern family. And every Saturday, our granddaughter and our daughter-in-law have a coffee date. So Miss Maggie has decided that we're going to have a coffee date when we go up there. Just her and Mummy and I. So this card is going to Miss Maggie to say, hey, let's go on that coffee date. It's a date. And then I'm going to make one with a camouflage background and probably not coffee on the front of it. I haven't decided what to put on the front of Blake's yet. I'm going to send one up to Blake because I don't ever send a card to one grandchild without sending them to both. Unless it's birthday, because then they deserve to be special on their birthday. Okay, one more gingerbread to cut out. And I like coloring this bundle because you don't have to be too blendy. Okay. So if we have time today, I'm going to try to do the camo background. All right. So this is my Kobo. So I bought a cover for it, and it has a transparent back so I can see the Stamping Up logo. Look at this. It's a Kobo Paperwhite. Isn't that awesome? And it opens and turns on by itself. I'm not used to that. I have a really old Kobo. And yeah, it doesn't do anything fancy like that. So I'm still working on getting used to it. So this is bronze that I'm using to color my gingerbread people and to make the donut chocolate because that's her favorite chocolate donut. She doesn't like the chocolate icing on the top though. She likes it with just sprinkles or just plain, but it has to be chocolate. Her whole world revolves around chocolate. Good morning, Kim. That's 2. So tell me, are ginger snap cookies different than molasses cookies? Hubby and I had a discussion yesterday about them because his grandma used to make molasses cookies all the time. And I don't like molasses, but I do like ginger snaps every once in a while. And I know ginger snaps have molasses in them as well. So do you know if ginger snaps and molasses cookies are different or are they the same? I think my bronze marker is running out of ink. It's not a good thing. I'm just filling in the areas on the donut where the chocolate shows through, like that. Now I'm going to I did purple on that one, so let's do pink. Let's do light petunia pop, and we'll see how it is. And I'm just going to add lots of color so I can do a little bit of blending on this one, just to make the center a little bit darker. So I'm going in with my Stampin' Blends and doing a circular motion just to get the foundation down good and thick. Then I don't have to go back and do the second layer of light when I put the dark on. And I can do the whole thing at once. All right, there we go. And if you're answering the question about the molasses cookies, I will read as soon as I finish coloring. Ginger snaps are good for dipping in my tea. Yes. Kim says, I think so. Ginger snaps are crisp and molasses are soft in my mind. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I said to him. I said I said, well, don't we get ginger snaps all the time? Because I can get them for $2 a bag in Walmart. And he said, I don't like them as much. And I know he wouldn't because he prefers soft cookies and I prefer hard cookies. But we had the discussion that they are the same, only ginger snaps are hard because they snap. And molasses cookies are soft. Okay, I have to go back over this because it didn't blend in quite as much as I wanted it to. Just around the edge. There we go. We'll let that dry and see what happens. Now, I'm going to do the opposite on my cup that I did. So I'm going to go in with the light Petunia Pop and color the center. Oh, I was going to stamp a heart in there and I forgot. I have to get the heart out and stamp it. I have to do it right now because I wanted a different color. Heart, where are you? Heart, 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 heart. Nope, that's not the heart. There's the heart. Take the straw off of there. Who likes ginger cookies? Anybody out there like ginger cookies? There we go. Now I can finish coloring the center of the coffee cup and avoid that heart because I'm going to put that in purple. So it's sunny here today, which is nice because they usually have a ceremony at the Field of Honor after the 11 o'clock service inside. They do it inside because, you know, it's Port Alberni and it's usually cold and wet and raining on November the 11th. But surprisingly, it's not today. Okay, I just added a little bit of dark on there just to make it a little bit darker in some spots. And I'm just going to go over top again with this one. Blend everything together. There we go. Now I'm going to take dark Highland Heather and color in the heart. Now tell me, should I leave that the cup white or should we color the cup? Oh, Kim likes them. Yeah, me too. Okay, now I have the light Petunia Pop, and I'm going to put just some highlights in there on the whipped cream so that it's not quite as dull and boring as just plain white. And then I'm going to go over top with my lifter because I don't want them to be in your face colored. I want them to blend in, and that will help that. And then I'm going to go in with my dark purple, and we'll put some purple sprinkles on there. I know there's a stamp for this, but it doesn't put the sprinkles where I want them. There we go. Go away again. Sorry, somebody just sent me a message with a question. Color the cup. Color the cup. Color the cup, says everybody. Okay, I'll color the cup. So there's the whipped cream. And we're going to color the cup, first of all, with Highland Heather, light. Just get it everywhere. I wish I could have hot chocolate. It's not in my world. So the chocolate part gives me a migraine. The whipped cream part, I can't do because of the lactose. So I don't quite know what I'm going to drink when I go have a coffee date with Maggie. I may end up having hot chocolate and a migraine pill. and then get home real fast before the lactose kicks in. Okay, just going to go over the top of that again just to blend it all in. Oh, I like the way the bottom blended. I'm not going to redo that. Okay, now, wink of Stella on the heart. And a little bit on the cup. And on the donut. I'm doing this before I put them on because then I can cover it up and not have to worry about it. And all the gingerbread peeps. There we go. And let's add some to the hot chocolate as well, but not all over it. Now, I didn't color the straw, so let's do that. Dark petunia pop. And let's do light Highland Heather. There we go. Got all of our pieces are colored. Some wink of Stella on the straw. All right. Bring in my background, which is almost dry. If I wasn't live, I would take my heat gun to this and just finish drying it, but this will do. Okay. So then I want to do this. This comes with sprinkles as well. And if you look around the edge of that Highland Heather piece, I've stamped the sprinkles. Get those out of the way. In Highland Heather onto Highland Heather and give it a little bit of extra around the edge. I just stuck 2 of my fingers in the ink pad. Okay. So we're just going to go around the edge, and I don't have to twist it because it's all going to, most of it's going to be covered up anyways. Let's go around, and I don't have to do any further in than that because it's going to be covered up with the next layer that I put on. Now, just about done. There we go. That is it. Okay, so now there's a white layer that goes on underneath this layer, and then that all goes onto the front like that. So let's get some adhesive on my piece I did all the coloring on. So this glass mat is not working out too bad if I don't put the lights on. There we go. And we'll put that onto the card front. I still have to cut out the hot cocoa part, but I've got adhesive sheet on the back of that. So there we go. Now, I'm going to put this at a jaunty angle, just because I feel jaunty this morning. There we go. Okay. A little bit of glue on the top. Oh, that's interesting. I have never seen that happen before. When I put the wink of Stella on the cup, look what it did. Can you see the light areas in there where I put the wink of Stella on? I've never seen it do that before. That is bizarre. Okay, so I've got glue right along the top edge, and I'm going to put my whipped cream on there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the back of the straw. And put the straw in there, because then this is all going to be up on dimensionals, and this way I can put dimensionals on the back of everything. Has anybody ever seen it, Wink of Stella, do that with Stampin' Blends? It's blown away. I love the effect. It's really cool. And it didn't do it on the Petunia Pop. It just did it on the Highland Heather. Okay, baby dimensionals. Oops, card's getting away from me. So today, I've got a list of things that I need to get done, not realizing until this morning, or remembering until this morning, that it's a holiday and I won't be able to do any of them. So tomorrow's going to be a busy day, but that's okay. I will be able to go over to the cemetery, which is like really close to my house, and partake in the ceremony over there. Okay, so I put stamp and seal on part of this because it's going to go over top of the, like that, and then the rest of it has dimensionals on it. So that's going to fit on there like that. Let's get the hot cocoa cut out. I wish it said hot chocolate, but I understand why it doesn't, because our other one says chocolate, the last coffee kit that they had. Okay, so I'm going to cut those out. And this has adhesive sheet on the back, so it's going to be really easy to put onto my card. Of course, it's not going to be easy if my dies don't sit still. So say in the chat, tell us where you are all from. I'm on Vancouver Island, which is on the west coast of British Columbia. Okay, there's hot and cocoa. Now I think all my dies are back. All right, so this is going to go somewhere around here. And the first thing I'm going to put on is the hot. Man, you guys are quiet out there today. You still sleeping or what? Peel the backing off. Hot. And I'm putting this on first because then that will tell me where to put the cup. Kim is from just north of Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. And what's your weather doing out there today? Do you guys have snow yet, Kim? Okay, so there's our hot cocoa. So the cup's going to go here. Right about there. Okay, let's take the liners off. All of my dimensionals. Okay, now we'll put a cup and donut on there. And then I'm going to put glue on the back of a couple of these that go on that side. And I'm just going to tuck them in underneath the donut. And so do you guys want me to show you, want me to experiment with camo background, or are we done? So done today. This one I'm going to put on there. So I'll put glue on it too. This one, I think I put dimensional underneath it, but I'm going to put it further on to the coffee cup. There we are. And we'll just put that one right about there. Oh, that's so cute. Now, glue dot. Eddie, Lethbridge, having a gray day, no sun yet. Oh, I'll send it your way, Eddie. Okay, now I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of my bow. And we're going to put it right about there. Just because she's frilly and I wanted to add frills. So this is a triple bow. So it's got 3 loops. And then because I cut it in half, it's fraying. So you get all those little flippy, fun hairs in there too. Oh, thanks, Sherry Lynn. Sherry Lynn said she loves the card. I would never have thought of these colors. That's what happens when you have a pink and purple granddaughter. Well, let me tell you, the whole world revolves around pink and purple. And blue. She likes blue too. She likes frozen. So anything that is blue and frozen is good as well. We're going to put 3. Can't get them off of here. Okay, just found out one thing the glass mat is not good for. 3 pink ones. And put a big purple one here. And then a couple up in this area. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, can't have 6. Can't have 6. I'm going to put one more right there. I think I'm going to use pink. There we are. Put them all away so I don't lose them. You could do this with any of the coffee sets that we've had. Now, I did all that. Now we have to put it onto the card. Because it's not even on the card base yet. What time is it? Oh, got lots of time. Thanks, Kim. I think my granddaughter, shouldn't say my granddaughter, our granddaughter. I think our granddaughter is going to be really excited to get this card. What she usually does, and it's really funny, when I send her cards, she goes and gets a pen or a pencil and she writes on them. And our daughter-in-law was not happy that she was doing that because she's defacing my card. It's like, no, she's writing a letter back to me. So just let her do it. So now she gets her pen or her pencil and she writes a letter back to me. I forgot to color the inside, peeps. And I don't know what I did with my envelope. It's got to be around here somewhere. Okay, let's color the, hopefully I don't go back to the back of both layers of cardstock. Yeah, my bronze is dying. It's okay, I have another one. Oh, right in the garbage for that one. Oh, this one too. Uh-oh. The other one was better. Guess I'll be ordering a bronze. Oh, you're going to have a crafternoon? Sherry Lynn and Eddie, how awesome is that? Some days my blends are all dry. Some days they're not. Let me see if the other end will do. Oh, how lucky are you guys to be close enough? Nope, that end is really dry. Okay, I'm just going to have to pretend that it's working well. There we are. Now I think I put pink, so let's do purple on the inside one, and I'm using the light here. So nobody answered me about the camel, so I will just do it off camera and I will show you the end result when I get it made. I think maybe I'll put skates on Blake's because make it a skating card, because that's one of the things we're going to do with him while we're up there. I was told I have to bring my skates. Have to bring my skates, have to bring my swimsuit, and we're going for a coffee date. So our days will be full up there. And we've been invited to a friend's house for Christmas dinner, so I don't even have to cook Christmas dinner, which means that we'll be cooking on Boxing Day because there won't be any leftovers. There we go. Airplanes would be cute with the camel. Oh, that they would, Sherry Lynn. Okay, so there's our card. Now, if I could find the envelope, I'd show you the envelope too, but it has gone MIA. How can I lose the envelope? Really? Not there, not there, not there. I know I stamped it because I showed you how to stamp the cups, so I'm not going to worry about it. It's around somewhere. I'm going to clean up because I need to bring my computer closer. It's going to be lots of fun. I love it up there. And it's going to be snowy. They're predicting snow this year. So I'm going to be able to go like tobogganing and go dig snow holes and do snow angels, all sorts of stuff. Oh, thank you, Kathy, and hello. There you go. Okay, so now we have to do the draw for Share It Saturday. I'm just trying to get to my computer with my mouse because, of course, it doesn't work on the glass mat. There we go. All right, so I'm going to turn this around here. Hello. Going to do here. Going to go to the wheel of names. Then I go back there. Oh, I didn't plug my phone in. Oh, good Lord. Keep the snow on the BC side. Oh, man, I love snow. But I don't live in it anymore. When we lived up north, yeah, I'd had enough of snow. But it's fun when you don't live in it and you just get to go visit. Okay, turn that around. I'm going to go over here. And there's the wheel of names. Share It Saturday for November the 2nd. And don't forget, every week my Share It Saturday post goes up. And everybody who enters gets their name in the draw for a handmade card from me and a little gifty. Okay, so then I shuffle twice and go. And the winner of Share It Saturday for November the 2nd is Lena. Congratulations, Lena. And Lena shared 4 cards. So I will be sharing Lena's card, not this week, but next week. Okay, gotta go over here, go over, oops. Here, do this, do that. There we go. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me this morning. lots of time for me to head over to the cemetery now and do the honor guard thing that they have over there. I do appreciate you showing up. Don't forget, starting in December, my morning lives on Monday morning are going to be 10 o'clock, not 9:30. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you Wednesday night with a designer paper pop-up fun fold card. Great way to use up some designer paper, and we have some beautiful ones this year. So come visit me on Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time in my VIP group. If you've enjoyed my video, I would appreciate you hitting those emojis, letting Facebook know that you like my video. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button that's down there and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Don't forget to sign up for my classes. Simply Zinnia, you have 4 more days to sign up for the Zinnia class. And if you miss signing up for the Otterly Amazing class and you want to take it, send me a message right away, and I will make it happen for you. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Stampin' Smiles, and bye for now.